Hello, this is a quick screencast as promised to show how to use the new CK editor, which has a few things that are different than TinyMCE, so I'll just outline those main things. Okay, let's call it How to Use CK Editor. Okay, and this is my fabulous article. So, as you can see, you have source view. You can also click this button, toggle to HTML view. Click it, toggle back again. Rather than having a nasty pop-up, you can edit in place. And a feature I particularly like, you might want to give a try, is the full screen view. So you click the maximize button. Oh, let me just shrink the window a bit first so it's not gigantic. Okay. So click maximize, and yeah, you see it fills your whole browser window. Try to find easier for editing and so on. Right, now one of the things that's different is how you align images. So first of all, we'll insert an image. Click your image button. Okay, let's browse the server. We're going to upload one. Ponk. Choose a file. Desktop. Let's go. Let's find a content picture. In my Dropbox. Content pictures. There's a carousel image. Abundance. Just do for demo purposes. And upload that. Okay, now you can see here it is. Double click it to choose it. Here. Okay, now we see it's been put in front of the text. Do not, please, use the align, because this does the inline aligning HTML, which is not what we want. We want to use the CSS classes I've created so that we get the proper 20 pixel margin on the image. So don't use that. Now you can put your alt text in here. How do you like them apples? And then to align it, left or right, obviously carousel teasers are always aligned left. Click the advanced tab. For some reason it puts these in here. You don't really need these in. It'll delete those. And in the Starsheet classes box, we just put, in this case, left. If you want to align right, you click put in right. Okay, so there we are. We can see we've now got the nice margin in our preview view. If we go back to source, you can see inside a paragraph, image, class equals left. It's still putting this in for some reason. We'll get rid of that. Not quite sure why it did that. Just update it in source view. There, splendid. Now we can minimize again. Boop. Now sometimes it's happened here, when you minimize, you'll see the text window stays big, which is a little bit annoying. All you've got to do if that happens, click maximize again and minimize again, and it should fit this time. There, you see, it's reflowed. It's just a screen redraw issue that we don't need to worry too much about. So at the moment this is all one paragraph. Maybe I want to break it into 2 paragraphs. Now you have 2 options. Click here. If you just press return, it will create a new paragraph. You see, P, here's the new P, back again. Generally we want to do that, I think. It's nicer to have paragraphs than endless breaks in one paragraph. However, if you did want to just do a carriage return, you simply do shift return. Now if we look at source, you can see it's put a break tag in. Marvellous. There are your 2 options. Regular paragraph, just press return. If you want to break in, shift return. And here you can see at the bottom it tells you what the underlying HTML is in the preview view as well, which is nice. We're going to delete that. We're going to put a paragraph in again. Groovy. Now, often we want to link to things. We're going to link Pelentesk to something. So just select the text. This is pretty much the same as TinyMCE. Boop. And then you simply put your URL in there. And there's different link types, of course. There's URL links, which link to another page. Or if you've created some anchors, you can then choose link to anchor in the text. Generally best to set your anchors up first so that you have something to link to in this dialogue. I haven't done that yet, so we'll just cancel that. And you see the third option is an email link, which is quite nice. Let's do a URL. myawesomewebsite.com. Okay. There you are, you see it's now turned into a link. If you look in the source, see, ahref myawesomewebsite.com. Groovy. Everything's going well. If you want to get rid of a link, or edit a link that already exists because it's wrong, just click inside the link. To edit it, click the link button, and you can update my really awesome website.com. Okay. Want to break it, click the unlink button, which I'm not going to do that right now. I'll just show you another thing. If you want the link to open in a new window, go for the target and set target to new window blank. So we'll do that. Okay, smashing. Click OK. So now that will have a target blank. If you click it, it will link open in a new window rather than the same window. What else can I tell you? This little flag, a bit weirdly, is the anchor link button. So let's create a subheading, even though you're not really going to have one in a carousel teaser. So I can also show you the formatting tools. My subheading. Oops. So if you want to turn this into a heading, now remember, the title of the page is an H2, so the first level of subheading should be H3. So you can just put the cursor inside that text. You don't have to select it all. And here is your formatting block. So we'll just scroll around. And do we see heading 3? Click that. And there, marvellous. View source. It's an H3. Isn't that lovely? Go back again. So it's much easier to check the HTML in this than TinyMCE. Now, just for the purposes of demonstration, we're going to pop an anchor in here. Doesn't really make sense because it's a small piece of text, isn't it? And anyway, nevertheless. So you just click the anchor flag. We'll call it 1. OK. And you can see there, you get a little preview showing you there's an anchor in the text. Let's change this link again just for the purposes of demonstration. It doesn't make any sense to link to an anchor immediately above the link. Luckily, it's just a demo. Go in again, delete this, just change it, link to an anchor in the text. And then it will show you all these selected anchors, so we'll do it by anchor name. 1. Okay, groovy. This now, rather weirdly, links to the heading just above it. If you get into source code, a name equals 1, a my subheading. Smashing. One other nice feature is that you can actually, when you're in preview mode, let's just go full screen again. Here, you can click this outline blocks, show blocks, and this actually shows you what the underlying HTML is. So see here we've got a nice paragraph with an image beside it, then H3, then another paragraph. If I were to put a shift return, see that's done a break, but you can't see it unless we go into HTML mode. They are, but that's not going to show up because it's not a block level element. Won't mean anything to some people. Go back again. Delete that carriage return. I'll do full return, which is just return, not shift return. You see, we've now created 2 paragraphs. Splendid. But I hear you cry, what if you want to create a list? That's easy. No, at the moment we have 3 paragraphs. That doesn't matter. We'll just select them all. We'll turn them into an unordered list. This works again much better than TinyMCE did. And here we see a nicely formatted unordered list. Splendid. I think that pretty much covers most of the actions you're going to need to perform on a piece of content. I don't think I've missed anything. There is the ability to add smileys. You can also easily embed YouTube videos with CK Editor because I installed a handy helper plugin. So click Embed Media. What we would do is you go to YouTube, select some embed code, and then paste that code here. Let's just do a quick test. Open a new browser window. YouTube.com. Grand. Oops. Let's take this for an example. Background groups. Get the video
Today
embed
we're going
code.
to take a look at groups.
Shush, Claire. Here's some embed code. Now, you can customize your embed code. So we're going to have custom blue color scheme, custom width, 400 pixels. Lovely. That will update the code in this box. So copy the embed code, back to our story, paste your embed code here. Again, you're probably not going to do this, but what the heck, I'm showing you how to anyway. Click OK. And because we're in the preview view, it just shows you there's some embedded media in there. When you actually publish the article, you'll see the YouTube movie. Clearly, I'm not going to publish the article because this is just a demo. Let's go back, turn the block outlining off again. Boop. And let's minimize it again. Well, we're lucky this time it's actually shrunk to the right size. We don't have to resize again. So that's a little overview of most of the things you're going to need to know in order to use CK Editor. And I hope it's all very clear for you. Thank you. The end.